Hello and welcome to an all-new What's New with Marvel and DC Comics. My name is Z, and today I'll be covering the comics that are being released for the week of March the 2nd. As always, I'll only be covering the titles that are newly released and on their first issues. I'd appreciate it if you could like this video and leave a comment, let me know what titles you're interested in reading. And while you're at it, if you could subscribe to the channel, it only takes a second and it helps me out a lot. The first new title on our list is Strange issue number 1. So following the events of the death of Doctor Strange, we have a new Sorcerer Supreme. And this is in the form of Clea Strange, the wife of Dr. Stephen Strange. The issue starts with Clea Strange receiving a visit from Dr. Doom, and he's there to obtain the title of Sorcerer Supreme. So he asks for the Eye of Agamotto and the Cloak of Levitation, to which Clea Strange tells him no. So there's this pretty interesting exchange between the two, and this is very much like Dr. Doom's character. We'd expect him to seek some greater power that's there for the taking, but Clea is not having it at all. And this preview ends with a fight being ready to take place between Dr. Doom and the new Sorcerer Supreme, or should we say Sorceress Supreme. The next new title on our list is Devil's Reign Spider-Man. So this follows the Devil's Reign event where we see Fisk the Kingpin Wilson as the mayor of New York City. In this issue, we have a guy named Rose who is the son of the Kingpin, and he has it out for our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And his goal is to prove that he's better than his father ever was. And that's basically the premise of the story. In this preview, we see Spider-Man detained and quite beaten up, it looks like, and he has this collar around his neck that suppresses his power, and it will blow his head off if he makes any sudden moves. He then ends up kicking one of his captors in the face and escaping from the back of the truck right before it's being destroyed. This is a one-shot issue. It seems like it might be fairly interesting to read. I mean, Spider-Man doesn't have his powers, so that's kind of a cool aspect of it. But it's just a one shot, so if that's something you're interested in, hey, pick it up. Next up on our list is a what if story for Miles Morales. And this story is, what if Miles became Captain America? Now I have to be 100% transparent. I'm not a fan of these kind of what if stories. Just because you take, Steve Rogers from the Captain America role and put someone else there, they're still Captain America. They're still going to function the same. The people in their lives are going to be different. Some of the things they go through are going to be different, but at the end of the day, it's still Captain America, no matter who wears the suit, no matter who has the shield. So definitely not a fan of this. Pretty much the preview, all it shows is Miles Morales being Captain America, doing Captain America things. So this is a hard pass for me. If you're into these kind of what if stories, then go for it. You could also get it for the collecting factor. I mean, this is essentially a first appearance of Miles Morales as Captain America. There's also going to be a Miles Morales as Wolverine, and there'll also be a Miles Morales as the Hulk. So those are first appearances. So if you're a collector and you want to collect into them, then you could also do that. Next new title we have is Batman Killing Time, which is an interesting title for someone who doesn't kill. But we have Catwoman teaming up with the Riddler and teaming up with the Penguin to pull off the greatest heist in the history of all heists. And they're stealing a priceless artifact that is in the secret possession of Bruce Wayne. What I find very interesting about this lineup here is it's the same as what's in the new Batman movie that comes out March the 4th, and you have Catwoman who's in that movie, you also have the Riddler in that movie, and you also have the Penguin as well. So it's pretty interesting that all those characters are appearing in this comic. There's also no mention of the Killer Croc, but he appears on multiple covers, so I'm assuming that he's going to play some role in this story as well. There's not much to take away from this preview, except for that the artwork is absolutely amazing. I'm really a fan of the art, so I think this will be a pretty good read here. I'm thinking about actually picking this one up. War for Earth 3 issue number 1 is the last new title being released for the week, and there's a lot that's going on with this comic. You have the Teen Titans, the Flash, and the Suicide Squad, all who collide on this alternate Earth where there's an evil version of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and other heroes, and they're looking for Amanda Waller, who, if you remember, is the crazy black lady from Suicide Squad, who is the one who formed that team. At the same time, Amanda Waller is trying to dethrone this evil Superman and superheroes in order to take over this alternate Earth. So I mean, this title sounds like it's going to be crazy. It does continue in Suicide Squad issue number 13, so it's kind of like this crossover thing. So make sure that you're prepared for that if you're going to pick this one up. So we see Superman being celebrated for 10 years of leadership and ruling Earth 3. When I said Amanda Waller was trying to dethrone evil Superman and, you know, Batman and all that, yeah, she's not alone. And one of her accompanying members is Brainiac. And there's also kind of like an alternate version of Superman. This might be Superboy, but I'm not entirely certain exactly who he is. Now, Amanda Waller starts by saying, "We do not come in peace." And she lets them know right off rip that she's there to take things over. So it's definitely probably going to be an interesting one. Suicide Squad has been really good reads lately, so I think this is one that you definitely would want to pick up. With that being said, this video will come to a close. I appreciate you if you stuck around to the end. And remember, leave a like, comment down below, and take that 1 second to subscribe and help the channel. Thank you.